Okay, time for whiskeys 9, 10, 11, and 12 on the Flaviar Whiskey Advent Calendar. Will we have some gems or some stinkers? We'll find out. Okay, so funnily enough, number 9, I already did this. This is what the wife picked, I think like 2 or 3 reviews ago. This is the Matsui Sanin. I'm going to put the review up there. I'm not going to go into depth on this one. I did not enjoy this whiskey at all. The nose was very, very harsh, very sharpy. Instead, I'll put what Flaviar thinks you should be smelling and tasting right on the screen here. And otherwise, it's a blended Japanese, no age statement. It's $55. It's 80 proof, 40% alcohol. I don't enjoy it, but maybe you will. So if you see it out there and you like what the flavors that you're supposed to taste and smell on here intrigue you, then go for it, buy it. I'm not the end all be all of what's a whiskey or not, but I did not like it. So that's number 9. The number 10, I'm actually excited for. This is from Colorado. This is the Breckenridge High Rye. This is a blended high rye bourbon. I think there's 2 or 3 blended bourbons in this one. I think it's come from Kentucky, Indiana, and Tennessee blended in here. So obviously it's a blend, so no mash bill. It is no age statement. Again, I think all the whiskeys that I have for you today are no age statements, but it's 86 proof, 43% alcohol. Now, funny thing about the Breckenridge Distillery is they call themselves the highest distillery in the world, so I think the pun is intended there, if you know the old weed laws. Let's go with the legs and the color. Nice darky bourbon color, quick legs, nice mouth coating there. I'm expecting some high rye spices, maybe some nuts. We'll see. Actually, that kind of smells like you just put syrup on a banana. Nice banana pops with some nice sweet syrup. The high rye spices, maybe a dash of pepper. That's exactly what I would expect a high rye to smell like, but the banana is a light contrast. I like that. So let's give it a taste. Actually, a little more medium bodied than I thought based on the legs. Goes down pretty warm. Actually, the high rye spices aren't really hitting too much. That's more of a finish thing on this one. But I will say, oak and vanilla, definitely some pecans. I think some pecans on that for sure. Really nice, sweet, almost like a maraschino cherry coming in on the finish on that. I like this. Oh, I almost forgot. This one is $44, so cheaper than the $55 blended Japanese, which I did not like. I do like this one so far. You know what? The longer that you hold this in your mouth, it's almost like a honey hard candy. Mixed in with the nice poppy spices that the rye gives you, and the mellow oak and vanilla, and this smooths out into almost, again, like a maraschino cherry finish. Very, very, this might be one of my favorite ones on the calendar so far. This is really good. So this was the Breckenridge Blended High Rye Bourbon. Number 11, we're getting some Irish whiskey. This is a blended Irish whiskey. This is from Walsh Whiskey. This is called the Irishman The Harvest. This is, again, a no age statement blended Irish whiskey. It is 70% single malt and 30% single pot still of a blend. So whatever a number of those are in there. It was $33. It's 80 proof, 40% alcohol. The last Irish that I had was 65%. So thankfully this is a little more of a mellowed out character on this. So let's give this guy a nose. After. Actually, looks like a slower leg than the last one. Could be a nice medium bodied as well. I was about to tell you it smelled kind of like dirt, but I have a better note. I think it smells like hay. Very, very like a light earth, so I think the hay fits well, as well with a little bit of, if you like, mash some hay into like some fruits, maybe some pears, and maybe some pears and some peaches. Not super fruity, but it's definitely not just hay. That would be terrible. And probably a dash a spice, just a dash of baking spice, like cinnamon maybe. Kind of a muted nose. I don't know what the other whiskeys that were put into here, if they were double distilled or not, but definitely when you do that, kind of the flavors get muted a little bit. So who knows? Let's taste this. Very smooth, extremely smooth compared to the last Irish that I had, and almost too smooth, which is the kind of reason I don't like Irish whiskeys to begin with. They just distill them so much that all the good stuff gets taken out. But I think the flavor profile for this is just very, very smooth and nutty. Nutty and oak. It's nothing to write home about, but it's not bad. It's definitely a very nice sipper, and I think that's all. Sometimes all you're really looking for is a nice sipper. So definitely not a bad whiskey, especially for the $33 price tag. I'm gonna get another sip though. Yeah, you barely even know you're drinking whiskey, which could be a good or a bad thing, but that was number 11. Why I'm most excited about number 12, this is first for me, this is a Texas whiskey. This is an American single malt. This is from the distillery Balcones. This is the Lineage Texas Single Malt. Again, no age statement. It's 94 proof, 47% alcohol. It is $42. And first Texas, I have no clue what I'm in store for, but nice, rich, dark looking color, and kind of slow legs, cooking nice viscosity in this one. Let's give it a nose. That smells like, just at first impression, like molasses. It's really thick, nice sweet syrup smell. Some more bananas. Put bananas into the mix, and honestly, you might call that just like vanilla cake. There's a little bit of like corn, kind of like earthy corn, right on the bottom of that. Good nose. I'm ready to drink this. Very viscous. You lose a lot of the flavors. Not getting a whole lot there. Let's try a second sip. Okay, the slower sip on that gave me a nice, let's say, butterscotch toffee cream. Probably some pecans underneath this. I'm getting a lot of nut notes lately. I'm not sure if it's just a residual of just doing like 4 whiskeys in a row, but I am cleansing. But I love the mouthfeel of this whiskey specifically, and I think it helps with the finish. It is a super syrupy finish. It's almost like you just finished eating waffles, because pancakes are worse than waffles. Just sucking off some nice syrup off your tongue for the next very long time, because that mouthfeel just coats crazy. This is a good whiskey. Yeah, so far, I think, well, the 10 and 12, these American whiskeys have been so far my favorites. So if you want to go out and get a bottle, I would recommend 12 over 10. And I don't know if I said this was $42, so it's probably about, I think, it's just $2 less than number 10. So if you find Balcones Lineage Texas Single Malt out there, I'd recommend this over the 4 we have today. And that was 12. Okay, so we're halfway down the advent calendar. I hope you're enjoying it. I have 13, 14, 15, and 16. I'll have that to you guys, I think, by Friday. So I think I'm just going to try and do the Wednesday, Friday stuff. If I'm like a day after or 2 days after in a 4-day cycle, I'm sorry, but that's just the way it's going to probably be able to do with my schedule. But anyway, like this video, give it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, appreciate if you do so. Trying to get to 140 by the end of the year. I hit my 100 mark. I'm at, I think, like 125-ish, depending on what this video looks like on Wednesday. Cheers. But the banana is just like, okay. Can't talk. Oh, yeah. That smells fantastic. And cheers.